Hey, so another unusual, unexpected thing happened to me. A couple days ago, I acquired new little ones, and that's not the unexpected, unusual thing. That's just to give you the context. That it was actually planned for weeks, and it's not exactly unusual. I buy new rats like about every year. So this is this year's batch, and well, I went to the animal store like I usually do, bought three little ones, and then I came back home, and I put them in a little cage with some covers, some food, water, and I let them rest for like 2 or 3 hours so they get used to their new environment, the noises, the smells, the everything, and or the lack of noise, because in the animal store the rodent aisle is next to the bird aisle, so it must seem pretty peaceful here in comparison. Anyway, after a few hours, I decided to inspect them to make sure everything was right with them. Like, it's a really good and reputable animal store, and I always go there, so I didn't expect to find anything special, it's just to be sure. And as I inspected the first one, everything was fine. Second one, everything was fine. But the third one didn't look right. The third didn't look right at all. When I returned the baby on its back to look at its belly, I noticed weird small bumps, like growths on its chest, that didn't really look like anything I was familiar with. I hadn't seen any bumps like these on my boys in the past, and I've not seen or read about things like that in any rat book that I've read. So I was concerned. I was afraid it was maybe some kind of cancer that left like weird tumors or whatever. So I continued looking, and when I looked down, I was even more surprised to see that this guy's testicles had not dropped yet. Like, I couldn't really see any balls, which it can happen. Sometimes rats have kind of a delayed development, but they look like they're about 2 months old. It's weird for balls not to have dropped already at 2 months old. I mean, they are not toddlers anymore. They're prepubescent, and normally the testicles should be well visible. And as I continued looking in that area, I noticed what was even more concerning to me, which was the absence of a penis. This rat didn't have a penis. Instead, there was some kind of weird hole, kind of like if the penis went inwards instead of outwards. So that's when I started freaking out. I was like, what the fuck is going on with that boy? What the hell? Is that some kind of weird cancer I haven't read about somehow? Is that some kind of genetic mutation I'm not aware of? What the hell is going on? I was really, it took me a couple minutes of intense reflection to kind of, I really freaked out. I was like, what the fuck is that disease? What the fuck is that weird illness that this guy has that I've never heard about before somehow? And I've read tons of things on rats, but what could be bumps? What could cause bumps on the chest? No testicles and a hole instead of a penis. Like, I was puzzled, and maybe you at home have got the answer, the solution. But I am not a smart man, so it took me a few minutes to piece together in my mind the pieces of the puzzle. And after 2 or 3 minutes, the penny dropped. I figured what was wrong with that boy. that's basically not a boy. And yeah, it seems kind of obvious now, but for the first few minutes I was like, what? So yeah, I'm not a smart man. Just no testicles, bumps on the chest, and hole instead of penis. Took me a few minutes to piece together the answer. But yeah, it's unusual. It's a very reputable pet store, and it's the first time they make a mistake that huge. And I have no idea how it took me 4 hours to notice. Like that is, I don't understand. I should have seen it right away. They should have seen it. I don't know how she slipped in there, but she was in the male enclosure when I came into. They're separated obviously because they are technically prepubescent, but a pregnancy can happen depending on how fast the rat's body matures. So basically, I'm confronted with 3 choices. Either I take her back to the pet store and ask to be reimbursed, to ask for my money back. I had them on the phone to explain them the situation, and they said no problem. Or I take her back to the pet store and ask for a replacement, that she would be replaced by a male. Or I keep her and just get her uterus and ovaries removed as soon as possible, and that's it. So those are the 3 choices I'm left with. I haven't decided yet. It's a bit of a complicated situation that I was not really prepared for. I was not really expecting. So if you have insight, advice or anything, you can give that in the comments, obviously. And that's it, really. Thanks for watching, and see y'all really soon. Peace.